What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got multiple different things here for you guys in this video, including the massive Social Security raise going to be announced here very, very soon, actually. I'll go over some details here on that. Also, the child tax credits could be coming back here with the larger amount. We'll go over some details here on that. We got a couple different things here for you guys in this video, so let's jump right in. And thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos with your friends and family so that they can know this information here as well. All right, here we go. Okay, Social Security is set to announce the biggest benefit hike since 1981. Here is when you will get it. So they're set to announce this raise here tomorrow. This will be the largest cost of living adjustment probably since 1981. So this will be the largest raise in 40 plus years. Yeah, so this is going to be a big one. Yeah, you can see here every fall the Social Security Administration makes an announcement that has a major impact on 66 million people who receive the benefit checks. This includes everybody underneath the Social Security umbrella. So Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, survivors, everybody underneath Social Security umbrella. The annual inflation adjustment is aimed at keeping seniors from losing their purchasing power. And we know how bad inflation has been. Oh, look, somebody jumped up here to say hi. Say hi. There you go. Yeah, baby Snowy's excited for everybody as well. What do you think about the largest Social Security raise in 40 years? So yeah, they're expected to announce this cost of living adjustment on Thursday, October 13th. And I will go over the details here with you when that comes out. The Social Security Administration bases its COLA on the inflation rate during the third quarter, which is July through September. So July, August, September, with the government also releasing its September inflation report on October 13th. I know. What do you think about that? Based on the inflation data so far, seniors could get a COLA or raise of 8.7%, according to the Seniors Citizens League. This is just an estimate right now because we don't know the third number yet for September, which we will get here tomorrow. An advocacy group for older Americans. You're very vocal today. That would translate into an average monthly increase of $144, boosting the... Yeah, I think he wants some cola. Boosting the typical benefit from $1,658 to $1,800 a month for the typical person. I know, he's a chatterbox today. Yeah, so again, that's for the typical person. This is going to be the highest cost of living adjustment since 1981, said Mary Johnson from Social Security and Medicare policy analyst at the Senior Citizens League. People will be seeing, theoretically, a nice bump in their Social Security benefits this time around. Also, what is going to be very nice here this year as well is that Medicare Part B premiums and deductibles will actually be cheaper in 2023, which is actually a really good thing because last year they went up over $21 a month. And we know that inflation is worse this year than last year. So they easily could have gone up as much or more. They're actually going to go down this year. with inflation being worse this year, is really is a good thing for sure. The cost of premiums and deductibles for Medicare Part B will be cheaper. Those who receive Medicare Part A will experience an increase in price for Medicare Part A, while Medicare Part D enrollees could see an income-related monthly adjustment. Each year, the Medicare Part B premium, deductible, and coinsurance rates are determined following guidelines set out in the Social Security Act, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services set. Due to lower than projected spending, which resulted in larger reserves, the CMS will decrease Part B premiums and deductibles in 2023. That will go from $170.10 down to $164.90 for a decrease of $5.20 a month. It's not a lot, but it's better than the $21 plus increase we had last year. Like I said, inflation's worse this year, so we could have easily had a $21 plus or $30 increase this year, because again, inflation is worse than last year. So it's really nice to see a decrease of Medicare Part B premiums this year. And we're going to have the largest Social Security cost of living increase for Social Security payments and everybody underneath Social Security this year as well. So it's really kind of a double winner there. The annual deductible is also going to decrease to $226, a decrease of $7 from $233. Medicare Part A is getting an increase. Medicare Part A hospital deductible will be $1,600, an increase of $44 from $1,556. That is for Medicare Part A. Medicare Part A. I know I'm going to get some people that get confused here, so that's why I'm trying to really stress that. Daily coinsurance for the 61st through 90th day, $400 in 2023, an increase from $11. We're going to have the big announcements on the actual numbers for the Social Security increase tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel with the bell icon on. Remember, new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll keep you up to date here with this and everything going on here on our YouTube channel on a daily basis. There's new optimism. The $300 monthly child tax credit checks, which is $3,600 per year, can be renewed, but the relief may look different. Here is the details on this. When Natasha Chavez began receiving monthly child tax credit payments last year, it added $500 per month to her family's budget. It's $250 per month for children ages 6 through 17, so she must have 2 children. The funds enabled her to take care of needs like new prescriptions for her son's eyeglasses that she might have otherwise put off. But like millions of other Americans, her family received their last monthly check in December when those payments expired. Having the extra income would have helped this year, as Chavez was temporarily without a job and prices at the grocery store and gas pump have soared. Just one of the sad things that Congress has not been able to come to. Remember, the Democrats actually passed that on their own last year. Not a single Republican voted yes on that. But there might be some potential optimism here. She says, quote, "Every once in a while, I keep thinking about how this extra money would have helped offset inflation," she says. Chavez, who is a Democratic political campaign organizer, has been active in promoting renewal of the payments for families who need the money even more than hers. But amid the ongoing pandemic, record high inflation, and economic uncertainty, it has felt like a long haul. She says, quote, "At this point, I feel like we've been in this fight for the renewal of it for longer than it has been around." She might be right. How the enhanced child tax credit worked, it was temporarily expanded through the third stimulus check package in 2021. The existing credits of $2,000 per child for children under the age of 17 was increased to $3,600 per child under the age of 6 and $3,000 per child for children ages 6 through 17. Half of that was made available in monthly payments for the second half of the year, July through December. $300 per month for children under the age of 6 and $250 per month for children under the age of 18. Families could claim the rest of the money when they filed their tax returns for the year, which is $1,500 to $1,800 per child. That's why I said many times on this channel, make sure you file your tax returns so you get that additional money. Because if you don't file your tax returns, you won't get that additional $1,500 to $1,800. Democrats had hoped to renew the more generous credit this year, but key legislation they hoped to pass fell apart. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin opposed renew the credit without additional work requirements, as have Republicans. Now Democrats and advocates are hoping to get one more go at renewing the child tax credit this year. Quote, I feel better about it than I have at any point in 2022. A number of signs are pointing to new momentum. President Joe Biden called the enhanced child tax credit one of the most effective programs we've ever seen at the White House Conference on Hunger and Nutrition. That's why my national strategy calls on Congress to expand the child tax credit permanently. President Biden says, quote, we'll get it done this time. Recently released census data showed the credit expansion helped reduce childhood poverty by more than 40%. This prompted Democratic lawmakers such as Senator Michael Bennet of Colorado, Sherrod Brown of Ohio, and Cory Booker of New Jersey to call for extending the child credit before year's end, which wouldn't mean you'd get the monthly payments, but you would still get the larger amount, $3,000 to $3,600 when you file your taxes. This could be a key opportunity for revisiting the proposal. Lawmakers are eyeing a year-end tax deal to revisit corporate tax cuts put in place in 2017. This would be by the Republicans under their reconciliation package from the Trump tax cuts. Advocates hope an enhanced child tax credit can be included in that package. Brown said in a recent interview, quote, no more tax breaks for big corporations and the wealthy unless the child tax credits is with it. And I will lay down in front of a bulldozer on that one. So you can see the quote here, right here. What the Democrats are proposing for in exchange to the Republicans is these large corporation tax cuts. I guess guys can let me know your thoughts here on this. Are going to be coming to expiration here soon. And this was something that was passed underneath the 2017 Trump tax cuts that was passed solely by the Republicans through the reconciliation process back in 2017. These are going to be coming to an expiration here soon. And in exchange for something for the people instead of for corporations, Republicans or Democrats might be willing to deal with the Republicans. And Democrats are saying, if we can pass something for the people, maybe we can come to a compromise. If we can pass the child tax credits, then we would be willing to give something to the Republicans and extend your break to big businesses that you guys passed in 2017 underneath the Trump tax cuts and extend that. But the Republicans, as well as Senator Joe Manchin, also want to include a potential work requirement as well into the child tax credits. So in the last one, the child tax credits, there was no work requirement. So that could or probably will be part of the requirements. I'll show you here. How work requirements may be different. Work requirements may be a sticking point to the negotiations between the parties. Republican Senator Mitt Romney of Utah and Marco Rubio of Florida have each put forward proposals that come with income rules. The full child tax credit benefits per Romney's plan would be available to families who meet at least $10,000 of earnings threshold, which means you would need at least $10,000 of earned income. Rubio's bill makes it so the credit cannot exceed a family's payroll and income tax liability. So you can't get a refund back from the government if you don't owe the government money. You can't get a check back from the government. You can only get a reduction on your taxes, if that makes sense. The goal of the Republicans' plan is to promote workforce participation so everyone who wants jobs can get them, thereby preventing poverty that way, said Shai Akbaz, the director of economic policy of the Bipartisan Policy Center. You can let me know your thoughts on this. Everybody has slightly different opinions on this. There's still a pretty big gap between what the Democrats are calling for and what most Republicans seem ready to support. Advocates for renewing the expanded child tax credits point to the need demonstrated by the data. Quote, it would be unconscionable for Congress to leave at the end of this Congress, at the end of this year, go home on vacation and leave working families hanging. Remember that even after the November election, this Congress stays in until for the whole year. In fact, it's actually until early January until the new Congress comes in. So anybody that like loses their seat stays in until then. So keep that in mind. So they can still pass bills and stuff like that until the new Congress comes in. So let me know your thoughts on this. There will be a child tax credit of at least $2,000. But again, it's different than what it was last year. And if they don't pass the higher child tax credits, which is still a very real possibility, we'll go over the details on that. Either way, you're probably going to need to file a federal tax return. You have to file a federal tax return to get the $2,000. Okay. Even for like last year's child tax credits with the monthly payments, you still needed to file a federal tax return to get the other half of the money, which is $1,500 to $1,800. You can still file a 2021 tax return and claim the rest of the money. So you may have got the monthly payments, but that was only for half the year. So just like the student loan forgiveness that is going to be coming out here for over 40 million Americans, there's child tax credits, which is over for 60 million Americans. There's also an adult tax credit as well for low-income adults as well. If you file your taxes, you can claim that as well, and it depends on, you can get it on the state level as well. There's also child tax credits on the state level as well. There's a lot of different things, and I try to cover it here all on our YouTube channel here on a daily basis. So the more information you have, the more knowledge you have, the more you can kind of learn about these things, and that's part of my job here on a daily basis. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. And hey, Social Security, child tax credits, low income, 33 different states passing state stimulus checks, property tax relief checks, inflation relief checks. In fact, I'll link you to a video here of some states that are sending out checks here this week and this month, actually. Some up to $1,000 or more. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. Don't forget to like and share these videos with your friends and family, and I'll keep you up to date here. You can click this video here to watch my newest video next, and here is another video about checks that are actually going out here, some this week as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.